Steve, what can Hops fans expect with this hot weather tomorrow? I'm guessing they're going to need to bring their SPF, right?
Yeah, to say the least. It's going to be a scorcher. By the time fans get out there, say around 12:30, I expect temperatures to already be well into the 90s tomorrow, and we're headed for a high temperature close to 100 tomorrow. It's going to be real close tomorrow, but boy, what a nice night out tonight, though. Folks out there along the beach, here's a live look from our seaside camera. 69 degrees. If you see a few fires out there on the beach, folks enjoying a nice warm day down there today. Some temperatures in the 90s, even in Tillamook hit 95 today. Very surprisingly warm there. Vancouver, also surprisingly warm here. Riverview Community Bank camera, 84 degrees. That light east-northeast wind continues. That's an impressive number for this late in the evening, especially in the month of June. And here in downtown Portland, equally impressive, 83 degrees, still that relative humidity 24%. It's been down most of the day. Very dry air mass over us that came in up over the Cascades, and that's called compressional heating, and it really sent the temperatures up. They're going to go even higher tomorrow. Here's a look at high temperatures today. We'll call it the warmest day so far this year because it was 93 in Portland, 95 in Salem, 93 Vancouver. There's that 95 at Tillamook. Very impressive. Average for this time of the year is 76. We got a 95 in the Dalles. Central Oregon there, Bend and Madras there at about 86. So not too bad over there on the central and east side of the state. There's those currents again, still in the 80s in the metro area, nearly 11 o'clock at night. And we're going to do that again tomorrow night at this time as well. Current wind speeds have begun to back off now as we move into the overnight hours. Now, our wind gust forecast, I'm going to play this forward and explain something here. It slows down overnight tonight, but then tomorrow afternoon, here's between 5 and 6 o'clock was where I wanted this to stop. You don't see as much wind through the metro area as you did today. It's still coming down off the mountains towards the coast. It's an offshore heating pattern that we get in the Pacific Northwest, and it's just enough of a mix of the atmosphere that really send the temperature up. Today, we had too strong winds, and that kept the temperature down a little bit. That will not be the case tomorrow. So we got the heat advisory up over the entire western half of Washington and Oregon. That runs all the way through Monday night before we finally back out of the 90s on Tuesday. So that heat advisory is in place near 100 tomorrow. And forget it, the spring rains are over. Summer weather is here, and I think it's here to stay. All of next week with mild temperatures. They'll be backing off a little bit, though, by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. Look at that, almost 70 degrees by 7 a.m. If you do not have air conditioning, get those windows open, but not until about 2, 3 in the morning. And we're headed for the 90s just after your lunchtime. Big ridge of high pressure over the west coast right now. That's going to stay here over the weekend. Then it backs off a little bit as a trough of low pressure pushes by on Tuesday and Wednesday. But then we rebuild the ridge just enough at the end of the week to put us back on the warm side again, but no significant heat coming after tomorrow. So we'll call it the heat advisory, which is in place, 100 for the high tomorrow. So Monday, 94. That day was slow clearing in the afternoon, and notice those temperatures moving into the 4th of July weekend, cooling down to about 80 degrees. All right, more KOIN 6 News coming up.